When I see these two individuals, them, now no pity that real name Nambashi Clement and so-called General Insubu. As a matter of fact, all them been a field marshal them for Bui. Now, you know who killed Insubu? Fantastic question. Now the so-called Bui Unity Warriors, under no pity, they hunt it down like Grombib, they catch him alive, they knock him well, they kill him. Why me they tell now this story? Now because some stupid Anglophones the day where they think say their excuse for proof as evidence said they need to work with Amba. Now for talk say Amba be kidnapped them. Like this Chengwa Linus, that criminal for Bamenda where ye and ADF they work together for business, for build hotel for Bamenda and other things, and the building construction business, and they move sand and they camion them when they get them for road. Criminals them. They will work together. Time where me, I will do the first presentation about it. It message me, they talk, say, no, countryman, the Amba, they can't attack me, they will kidnap me, they will shoot from our business place, they will do all of these things as if that one are evidence that they need to work with Amba. If Amba, if he catch Amba, kill him, then you where you just collaborate with them for make your money, you know if it be targeted. And then some other one that is stupid nonsense where they can't talk and say, my brother there for B. Or my uncle there for B, or this say you get relative for Cameroon government. So what? It means Amba no fit target. I don't understand. When I really think say I stupid now how? Ma ask you something. You know say so-called General Ayeke for Libya Leb be na B, or you know be no. If B himself, if he be Amba, then you know if he be Amba because your brother na B, right? Now your logic that. I beg, make una no ever insult my intelligence for that kind of level. Just because you don't be a victim of Ambazonia terrorism, it no means that you know if you be Ambazonia terrorist yourself. We need to take that stupidity. You just talk, if you come from my inbox, just start talk that kind of nonsense and it just block you. It is as simple as that.
Lesson number one, my country people talk about it. Listen, whether or not you accept my country people is a force to reckon with. Me, I agree. He's an enemy that is strong. So, Ambazonians will thank my country people for the wonderful job. Now, we'll go ahead.
That's where they call out. I mean, start with that side from the top. And if you imagine, say, on the 27th of June, something happened in between, around that side for Sabga, for Rotwe Komot Bambili, the Gondop, Sabga Hill. These Chakumcha people then come out, line up, stop motor, then pass 30. If you see the first image for background, Desmond, line up motor them. Then now, social media come out now talk say, you see, say, government from Gokitunja, they don't arrest 7 people them, and inside the 7 people them, 2 babies them, where they make them prisoner. And then they put photo for you see human rights abuse as they like to talk and all, because when Chapo they torture people, normal people, then kill them, no be human rights abuse. He said this palaver, so they talk about human rights abuse, so they accuse STO for this thing them. We take telephone, call STO from Gokutunja, STO tell we say na Bamenda fi answer question. We call up station, we get governor. Yes, for Northwest, Massa Lele L'Afrique. It tell we say about 15 million francs. Where this guy then take them from passenger them, and then inside the motor them. Then identify one person where be where civilian closely be travel. They went a gendarme from up. So they move inside motor under the commandier. For General Never Die. Now so he give you name General Never Die.
Ordinary General.
Yes, Never Die. Now they all name that for.
No, he never die.
He said it so. So he and his assistant. So they torture you. Time where the motor pass, he raise alarm for the next checkpoint. Gendarme then come, and then they come with backup from Rapid Intervention Battalion for that side for Bamising way. They just so at the top of the Sabga Hill.
Yeah, mm-hmm.
So now they take you rush enter with the gendarme inside hill for Bamising day.
Yeah.
So what happen be say, as not in the ever hide, they understand, say, they show them the gendarme the house for the general.
Where they stay, they play
they stay there. They stay inside bush. They show them play. They stay there.
Stay with their
family them.
Yes.
They go for there now. They meet up their mommy, the general mommy.
Where they show say their mommy. That way they take that money for people. Then so
they fit and their family with them.
As when they come off for road,
yes,
their family no say they come off for road. Then they come back. When they don't go stop people, they export people. They take money for people. Then come. They come back and they with their family.
Yes.
So their family they are accomplice.
So they take the mommy, take the two women them, the general, the Nova die with the assistant. There are two women them, and then the sister them. So all together they did 7 way. One time as the one is on the center, they send them for Bamenda. So inside the matter now, they tell them say, make una call any family member if you can take una picking them. They say yes, may they go talk for corner. They go talk for corner, come back and talk and say no, they prefer for the men which they are picking them for hand.
No, but you know, see that one a very normal tactics. You understand, no?
Yeah.
When you day in that kind dire situation,
yes.
Mr. Tok, you hang on anything.
Yes.
Where you think say if he give you
as
some leverage,
hang on snake.
Yes. Where if he give you some leverage.
Yes.
Because at that point, you know they put the Pikini interest at stake.
Yes.
You try to use the Pikini now as a human shield.
As a shield, yes.
Yes. So it not be strange because they know because investigations they go.
Yeah.
For no the link where they get on with that
the people
they never die way they can't take that thing because from all that information we Mrs. Seba get them, it shows say that place where that boys they need to stay safe now for bush. They all then they stay with their respective compound.
Yes.
Then when they want come out, they call themselves, they meet up for road, then they go block cut road with guns them, extort that money. When they don't extort that money, then they go back, go to leave for their respective compound. And that investigation where they can't discover say they even see evidence, they say they stay for that respective houses
and
because they see they see that their uniform the way they wear.
Yes, of course,
we can move on. Then they see some magazine the way they don't jam. So they search all those places, them gather all those evidence, then before they take them, they go. Now that way they don't take them go. Except for that people them for talk say okay, I go cooperate, but more protect these children. Best people I get family member the way they not be involved, I be innocent till proven guilty, but will not fit take this pikin. So you for leave that pikin, make they take that pikin or give that pikin for social welfare, investigate you. If you be free, they release you. If you be guilty,
nothing that we talk about the second image of background Oga Desmond. Now the people in this way they arrest them and then they tell them, you see, they put this arrest and then they tell them say this, so if you don't want make person for the family people they can't take una picking them, make we give for social welfare, may they take care for that picking them. They deny. And as the day here so now, the mommy will see them when they repeat that the mommy this mommy for the never die. Now he now send message for never die say, for some they leave me for here. Leave that gendarme, may leave me never die. Talk say they already call the gendarme a woman. Talk say may they give 25 million francs. He need na money. Make the mommy no worry. He need na money. Make the mommy no take care. Me no care about the mommy or whether mommy they without that. So it mean now say they say prefer for sacrificing mommy than
Mr. Tok,
you know, the money.
No, you see this boys they don't get any morality. Yes, you don't get any morality. You know if you look at from that angle, you know if you talk say that boy talks to me they give money because he no say they no fit do anything for him mommy. They only investigate him mommy. Now why that way he cling on that money flower? And if they give 15 million, he go ever see him again for who side for life. Sometimes he find that money so for running. Because if you don't care about a mommy, a well-being and the morality, the psychological torture where they put the mommy there, no expect that kind picking and the way they don't kill their parents. Well then that one na that kind person way if you virtually kill your own parent. Because you know if you get yourself involved for that kind of thing, you don't involve your parents them, involve all your family members, involve your sister them, involve your girlfriend, involve all your relatives them. Where they know say you carry gun, you can't stay for compound, and even that kind of man say so when I drive he go come when he want time because he get gun because any small picky will get any weapon for your hand, it be a danger for a community. So I don't really think say that the implication for if a family it be that deep But it also be to say they know fit it be very difficult for some person to denounce his own pikin where he knows say no matter how bad the pikin dey, and they know the consequences. Say that kind of man, so all that people they call themselves say general this general, that people in a life imprisonment. When they go imprisonment, they no ever come again. They know people the way they feel live for normal society. And it be very hard for a parent for unite that one for a conscience, say this thing when my pikin they do so na bad thing, but if I sell it out, if I abandon it, if I throw it, I no will ever see again. So now they state that way these boys they put their parents and their family members.
But you know say woman in the prison where they pregnant, where they born, when they born, if they deny, when they not take their pikin away from them, they serve their prison term. Would that pikin the neck come out? Now we go court law, we go back to visit law. Law talk say this, so when person they hide any person where they define them, where it don't go against the law, the person to an accomplice.
That one it be clear. You see, if you be an accomplice willingly, and if you be an accomplice under duress.
Yes.
And if you be an accomplice through your emotional attachment to that
like
person.
mommy to pikin.
Yes. And now why that way when you go sometime for court of law, they go tell you say if you be related to that person, you get right for reserve because in their family. And I wait that way they happen with that
mommy them and the woman them.
Yes. But they twist for this whole matter and I say they use minor them as human shield. With that one to na crime.
Na crime, yes.
Yes. They supposed to leave them, me they investigate them. And they will know the degree of implication for everybody. Some people then they say where they will fit say where mommy, you if you born pikin, you know the born he had. If you talk say sister, if you understand say if they can't force una before he dey around una and so on and so forth. Because he carry gun una know if he do anything. But the question too, so other man too, throw other people the way they get very hard and hard, they will talk say bad. If he be a danger for una and a danger for the whole community, which be the ultimate. You understand?
Yes.
Because if your pikin pose danger for you and the rest of the community, then that pikin he go for a correction center or the ultimate happen. So now the situation that kind of situation where these people the way they down for diaspora they run their mouth because they want to get political leverage. They send families them inside, divide families them, push people them to the extreme. See place where so they go use now small baby they now like human shield. You understand? Person where you know be guilty, person where you no get anything for reproach of. I'll say no, I beg, no bring my pikin for this matter. When I leave a man call this person, me can't take this pikin, go take care of the pikin, Muna take me go any place we want go. I no say my hand and be clear. Now the logical trajectory that for any person where he no say he hands them be very very clean. So something the way that people they hide them and a wider way they use that pikin like human shield. I the one talk say make they let that children them go through the investigations, know their implication because from other information we'll get them. It show say some money them they used to that never die man. He be used to send money for some people they are mom away na a family member them and they don't see them for day. They don't see them for day because say time way that mommy them they be there for that place. That they there for bush. They call him mommy. The mommy they call him mommy.
Yes.
So and they don't go through that mommy phone them. They see plenty in them. Now why the way did he keep them for day? So make some person that people the way they write that in the way they write them for social media them. Now because they don't sponsor something way it don't and now they will use all kind technique them for the playbook for try for say international community and all that stuff. International there is nothing like human rights, you know, past national security for any country because when some person be a national security threat like call for concern. You know when the biggest country the way they overseeing human rights for this world you know what they happen for the, you know what happen for the lately. So, Muna, are they talking about Big Brother America, where they talk say na them over no human right and so on and so forth. No be than that, they don't go bomb a supposed nuclear site for Iran, where Iran no attack them for anything, but they want to protect Nadia. They call it say national security interest or global interest. So you can't understand, say, for all this matter where they talk so, no amount for writing for Facebook go do anything when it come to that situation where it go on for Northwest and Southwest. Because say, from the get-go, the whole idea behind that thing, that say, me they get some very wild, brutal boys in, me they kill as many people as possible, so that the international community will intervene, United Nations will send troops, will create a buffer zone and all that stuff. How market for buffer zone for Eric Tato them, where they for Maryland, for Coastal, for Ayabacho, where they for Norway, for Coastal, for Mangang, where they for DMV, for Minnesota, for Coastal, for Claude Cheney, where they for Coastal. How market for the international community?
Yeah.
Because if we not be ever give that picking them, gun them, we not for there for this situation where we dey today. The level of criminality it be related to the fact say what I wanna talk say na fake Amba, they don't turn away till now una be responsible because say una motto be na say make territory ungovernable, una go start smuggle guns them through Nigeria, send them it come inside Cameroon, someone then reach now why that way you see gay gun them, someone they no reach, someone they catch someone them, and if I say that one way they catch them, they trace them so that the people the way they smuggle that gun them way na Mangang and the fellow men them they did it. So when they see the way they never try them today, and I want them say they try them when they don't finish their prison terms, they send them for Cameroon. Me will welcome them because say now we brother. They will not want to say me they stay for outside. We want to see me they come. Me will shut down. We'll dialogue about the whole thing the way they don't do that fine job where they work from America where that for send gun say me they use them go kidnap to me they use them go stop people with their motor seize their phone them take money for them as they do now fine work that way when they go don't finish their prison term we go back white man they say me they come me not in dialogue in front of all Cameroonians. Mr. Talk I hear you.
Yes, Paddy, we talk about
what you said earlier about lies and lies and lies affecting the way we do things and the way we look at things. When we went to New York, yes, we were received in the audience by one of the assistant secretaries general on behalf of the secretary general. For about 30 minutes, audience for 30 minutes, 40 minutes. During which we made the case for a return to federation, as opposed to Anglophone Cameroon continuing to be dominated, marginalized, assimilated, subjugated, and so on. But as you would expect, the gentleman listened to us, we made our presentation, and he said the kind of thing that you would expect to hear a diplomat tell you in those circumstances. Okay, I have listened, I will report to the Secretary General, and we'll see what happens afterwards. And that was the end of the audience and the main part of the mission. However, after we left that, in preparation to coming back home, Dr. Arnold Youngbank of blessed memory went to the UN shop and bought 2 UN flags, which are in the UN gift shop. Anybody who goes to the gift shop can buy. He bought them for himself. But when we got to Cameroon, in the midst of the welcome at the Mongo Bridge and all of that, now the the independentists, those who were in favor of independence, because even at that time they already existed, the Cameroon Anglophone movement and some even more extreme like Cameroon Anglophone movement, were already talking about independence. So that fringe of our quote-unquote movement unfolded this flag and waved it, claiming that the UN had given it to us as a sign, a symbol for us to come and reassure the Cameroonian people that the UN is coming. They're coming to restore our independence. Mr. Kum, I was so distraught about that, you know, and because it did not represent the truth, and it raised expectations amongst our people which were completely unjustified, which did not correspond with the facts. And during the tour that we undertook in what is called today, or even then, the Northwest and Southwest regions, you know, whenever in our delegation that flag was hoisted, and amidst the message that this is flag that was given us by the UN, blah, 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 there were those of us, I can cite Barrister Ellard, of course myself, who said, no, we don't need to go this far. We don't need to be lying to our people. That is not what the UN said. But we were overridden by the hawks, the Cameroon Anglophone movement fringe of the thing, you know. So this is only one example.
Yeah, but,
one example.
Yeah, but
today, of course, you will find
Dr.
misinformation and disinformation, deliberate, you know, have been the bane of Cameroonians. They have contributed to landing us where we are. Because, for a start, everybody knows, as a matter of common sense, even your child will know that you do not resolve a problem by denying it. If you have a problem and you are going to you want to resolve it, the first thing you do is admit that the problem exists, and then go on to see how you can resolve it. Just denying the existence of the problem when in fact it exists is not a solution. And unfortunately, much of what passes for public opinion is indeed a denial of our history, a distortion of the facts of our history, a tone of misinformation about the facts of our history, you know, cultivated intentionally, deliberately by those who want to mislead. So, I mean, on security, I mean, General Assembly, UN General Assembly Resolution 1608, I have spoken over and over and over again about that, including on your platform, as you just reminded us. That is the biggest hoax I have ever come to observe in terms of the lies, that the misinformation, the disinformation surrounding Resolution 1608. Resolution 1608 simply, and it's a very short resolution, just about 5 or 6 operative paragraphs when you forget about, when you leave the preambular paragraphs. The substantive paragraphs, the operative paragraphs are just like about 5 or 6, very short resolution, and it's very clear where the UN General Assembly, after taking cognizance of the results of the plebiscite conducted in British Southern Cameroon on the 11th of February 1961, congratulated the UN staff who conducted that plebiscite, noted that Southern Cameroonians had voted freely and with full knowledge of what the consequences of their decision would be, and then went on in paragraph 5 to call upon the parties, being the government of Southern Cameroons, the government of Republic of Cameroon, and the United Kingdom as the administering authority of the Southern Cameroons, to pursue the negotiations, continue the negotiations which they already had prior to the plebiscite as to the fate of what would be the fate of Southern Cameroons if, on the one option, it decided to join Nigeria. What would it become? What would be the consequence of that decision? Or if it chose to join a Republic of Cameroon, what would be the consequence of that decision? The parties before the plebiscite had been discussing, negotiating, talking about that. So the UN General Assembly asked them to discussions so that latest on the 1st of October they come to an agreement as to how to implement the decision made by the people of British Southern Cameroons to join Republic of Cameroon. And the parties had indicated that it was going to be by way of forming a federation, a federal republic. So the UN said, you guys go, since the evidence before us here is that you have not yet concluded the practical arrangements for giving effect to this decision that was made by Southern Cameroonians 2 months ago, because remember that we are on the 21st of April 1961, so that's about 2 months and a few days after the plebiscite of 11 February 1961. So you guys go, since you've told us that you have not yet concluded, you go and pursue your negotiations, conclude. But make sure that whatever you do, latest 1st of October 1961, you finalize everything, because on that day of 1st of October 1961, the trusteeship agreement between the United Nations and the United Kingdom for the administration of the trust territory of British Southern Cameroons will end, or British Cameroons will end. All of that is there. There is nothing about, as I hear separatist propagandists, when they want to lie, they tell you that there was an interim period, there was a trial period, there was supposed to be a so-called union treaty. There was no union treaty, it was not deposited at the United Nations, therefore this thing was a sham, blah, 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 blah. No. The decolonization of the Southern Cameroons was not the result of negotiations between one sovereign country called the Southern Cameroons and another sovereign country called Republic of Cameroon, where they concluded a treaty. No. It was part of the process of decolonization. In other words, it is the UN that, in implementing its process of decolonization, laid down step by step what was to be done. And those steps were followed. And the combination of those steps was the adoption of what became known as the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Cameroon. The United Nations, its business in Cameroon in terms of decolonizing Cameroon under British administration and Cameroon under French administration. The work of the United Nations with respect to those two territories was completed latest 1st of October 1961, because remember that the French part of the territory ends on the 1st of January 1960. So for that part, the UN process of decolonization ended on the 1st of January 1960. And for the English-speaking part, it ended on the 1st of October 1961, period. So let no one fool you that that's a process that can be reopened. You know, it would not. In fact, the entire trusteeship system of the United Nations has virtually disappeared because there are no trust territories anymore. You know, so and therefore, again, it's an illusion for anyone to be pushing the propaganda that the UN can come and reopen those issues. It will not.
Lesson number one, my country talks. Listen, whether or not you accept, my country is a force to reckon with. Me, I agree. He's an enemy that is strong. So Ambazonians will thank my country people for the wonderful job. Now, we'll go ahead.